I actually caught a interesting movie recently, Steve. I actually want to kind of do a review because I'm going to forget about it if I don't talk about it now. I actually caught it kind of in passing, and I thought, to myself, wow, yeah, I don't know why I checked it out. I mean, it's obviously, I guess I can say why I checked it out because I thought um, the title just intrigued me. It was called Cryptid,
Hmm.
uh, from 2022. Have you seen this one, Steve?
Mm-mm. Cryptid.
So, Cryptid, yes, 2022. So it's really kind of interesting. It stars Ellen Adar, Nicholas Barodi, Kate McLaughlin, Chopper Burnett, Jane Bartle, Kevin O'Rourke. Um, Basically, the story of a small town in Maine is shocked by a series of grisly animal attacks, which officials deem to be a rogue bear. And basically, this freelance journalist named Max From thinks it's something more. And when he investigates it, it turns out to be more. Hence the name Cryptid, Steve.
Mm.
This actually, it's going to sound funny. I actually enjoyed this one a little bit. From what
Mm.
for what it was, Steve, it was really interesting because let
Oh.
me let me say, okay, but in a way too it also kind of fell apart because it kind of harpened back to some of the other movies that we talk about sometimes that are like this,
Yeah.
like The Night Was Dark. It
Okay.
suffered from that, but less so basically this movie kind of came off to me almost like a Silence of the Lambs. There's like a mystery about it, there's like these
Hmm.
murders and they're trying to figure out what's killing everybody, and it's interesting. And the special effects, hidden is the monster, but it was good
Mhm.
until, what do you
Hmm.
think, Steve?
The monster reveal. Gotta be.
Monsterville, yeah, it actually was a really decent movie until the monster reveal again, and
Huh.
I don't know. I feel like there's a lesson here to be learned in some of these monster features. If it's good enough hiding the monster, why not just
Yeah.
keep it there? Because this movie actually has a 5.2 out of 10 on IMDb. So I'm halfway right here, Steve,
That's not
because
bad.
the
Yeah.
half of the movie was good. And then it gets a 93 out of Rotten Tomatoes.
But do you not like the other half though? Is that bad? Or it
It
just
harpened back
falls
to
off a cliff?
Mothman. It harpened back to Silence of the Lambs. It harpened back to all those
Uh-huh.
old world town movies where there's some kind of murder going on. And while it's interesting, at the same time, it's been done before, but with a twist. And instead
Right.
of a person, it's a instead of a man dancing to Q Lazarus in a robe, you have a cryptid monster eating the townsfolk, Steve. And
Mm.
you like how I unpacked that right there, my man. You know you did. You know you did. Because I was talking about it for those of you who don't know, and I'll just be blunt about it because Rob likes to be blunt, but I also like to be charming at the same time. What I was
Mm.
talking about was the man dressing up naked in the
Yeah.
in his basement,
And
dancing
it's
to "Goodbye Horses."
goodbye horses.
Hey, when Rob drinks sangria, you don't want that song to be on. And it
Oh, please, no, you do not. Viewers, you don't want that. Or maybe you do.
maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe that'll be a subscription fee. We'll see one day. But overall, Steve, I give this movie a personal
Mhm.
6.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah,
That's a watchable thing.
I thought it was watchable. I thought for a movie called Cryptid that didn't have anything to do with it, he was a freaking ape, running around smashing people's heads. I thought it was all right.
The budget doesn't look bad, Rob. I'm not gonna lie. It looks pretty good.
I
It's all
mean,
right.
like I said,
It's like whatever.
it was Steve, it was no Jaws production. I'm just kidding.
You know what they should have done naming it Cryptid? Why didn't they just make it a Bigfoot movie?
Dude, Steve,
Why?
why are you barking up the tree? I just said that, Steve. I just say that in my audience? Didn't you all hear me just say that?
I
I
have to
said
say it. I just have
I'm
to
glad
say
it's
it.
not a Legend of a Boggy Creek type shit. I'm
I
happy
have to
it's
say
not.
it. It's just looking at it, of how timid the woods and lighting is. It's like I know you don't want it that, but why wasn't that? Why? I mean, that's maybe it's just too on the nose, like you said. Maybe it's just me talking
Oh
on
my
my
god.
backside, but I guess it doesn't look bad. This looks like it's a good solid horror watch.
Have you ever